What's up YouTube, GV Trades here for the day. Today's November 17th and I actually took a trade during London session. I'll tell you why. So basically I was at work, I think it was around 1 o'clock or something, 1 a.m. because I work from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. and I think I was on break. So yeah, I took a quick look at the charts and I saw that we were pretty bullish in terms of market open. So at 6 o'clock we opened, we had a wick down and we pushed higher and higher. Then I took a look at the daily time frame. I mean, technically it was still bearish in the higher time frames, but we did have this daily gap that was not tapped yet. So untapped daily bearish gap right here. Let me draw a square here, right there. And also at the same time, its previous daily high. So that's a really good drawn liquidity. So I drew the 15-minute gap right here. I think it's from 9:30, yep, right here. 9:30 until 10 o'clock. Yep, right there. And as you can see, it's been respected throughout the run here. And we also edged the previous daily high. Previous daily high. At around midnight. So we edged that. And then I was on the charts around 1 o'clock. So I was pretty much just watching the charts at this point. I was looking for a continuation to the previous daily high. I mean, it's not daily, but that was from last week. But that's still a pretty good draw because the bearish gap was untapped. So, and we were pretty close to it. I think we were like what? Like 20 something points away, 50 points away from my entry, but I'll show you where my entry is. So yeah, I actually used the 5-minute entry here for this one, but I also used the 1-minute confirmation just in case. So as you can see, this is a 15-minute gap and it's been holding pretty well. We edged the high at midnight, as you can see. So my only concern is if we're not gonna inverse this, then we might as well just pump back up and take the daily highs. I mean the previous weekly high, I guess. So that's what I did. I waited for the candle close to 145. I went to the 5-minute chart. I waited for this candle close as well, the 155 and the 2 o'clock. As you can see, it's starting to make like a V-shaped recovery as well. So I went to the 1-minute chart. My stop loss was pretty small, like 25-point stop loss, but I'll show you why. And at this point, I waited for this candle close above the gap. So I went long right here. 25-point stop loss. So I was risking 1 NQ. So basically 10 contracts of micro NQ. So I was risking 500, which is 25 points, to make a 1-to-2 ratio. So I went above the daily gap. The daily gap. That way I can get a 1-to-2 ratio. So 50 points, take profit. And this was my break-even point right here. There's my break-even point. Targeted this drawn liquidity right here, which we got pretty quickly. So I did enter in the middle of this 5-minute candle, as you can see. and we closed pretty strong. So at this point, I was pretty confident that this trade would play out because we were so close to drawing liquidity. We're like 50 points away at this point, or less than 50. So it took about what 5, 10, 15 minutes to take profit. So that was nice. So at this point, I'm not gonna trade the NY. Obviously, I already locked myself out. I also took a scalp on my Top Step account, so I just need 3 more winning days for those accounts. For this one, I still need 3 $1,000 days. That way I can get a max payout. Because this is basically my second winning day on the alpha accounts. So yeah, I mean, if I didn't take this trade for the day, my only targets today would have been only the, let me see here, probably the London highs right here. That'd be one of my targets. But that, at the same time, that looks like a very low probability target due to the fact that we already took out previous daily high. But who knows? I mean, you can always make a V shape and go back up. But the higher time frame is pretty bearish. That's the thing. So I'm looking forward, maybe the previous daily low, previous weekly low, I guess, Friday low-ish, to be taken out today. And that is also the 930, I believe, the 930 low back on Friday. So that's a pretty strong draw in liquidity as well. And if I'm trading again today, like I said, I'm not gonna trade anymore today. I only got 2 targets. This guy here, the hourly gap that hasn't been tapped yet, and the 930 low, which is the previous low, daily low. I guess I'm just gonna call it as a daily low, even though it's back in the 14th. I mean, it's next to the candle here anyway. So that's it for the day. That's my trade for London session. Like I said, I don't usually trade London, but the draw on liquidity was so close, and I was at work as well, so I was kind of bored. But yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.